Hello, I'm Keith Spera from NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune. Welcome to Let's Talk. My guest today is a master of many endeavors. In the 1990s, he founded No Limit Records, the New Orleans rap label that sold millions of albums. More recently, he's become the official entertainment ambassador of New Orleans, the president of basketball operations for the University of New Orleans, and the main advocate for the NOLA Walk of Fame. Given all that, he's decided to retire as a rapper. His No Limit showcase at the 2025 Essence Festival in the Superdome is, he says, his final performance. Here to talk about all that and more is Percy Miller, better known as Master P. Welcome, sir, to Let's Talk.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So you have keys to the cities of New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Los Angeles, Memphis, Charlotte, other places. Do you have a special key ring that you keep all these keys on?
I'm just thankful and humble and blessed that these cities have embraced me and my foundation, helping kids and being a part of these communities. I mean, it's all about the community, especially being here from New Orleans. That's probably most special to me because I'm from here and I was once a kid that grew up in a community here. And now I want to show kids that if I could make it, you could make it.
Well, right, and those cities don't give you keys to the city just because you were a rapper and sold a bunch of records. You have to be involved in the community and doing some stuff.
Yes. And that's the great thing about it. It's not about the trophies or the keys, it's just doing the work. I put my trust and faith in God and I feel like He has been blessing me.
He has blessed you, obviously. I mean, you've had incredible success. You're wearing much fancier jewelry than I am today, much more expensive jewelry than I am. Very nice. What is that? What is that on your finger there? That looks like it's like a 30-carat diamond.
No, that's just, you know what? I'm thankful and blessed that when you work hard, you're supposed to treat yourself, and that's what I've been able to do. And I've also been able to help so many other people.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So you said that the 2025 Essence Festival show is your final performance.
Yes.
Many artists have quote unquote retired and then unretired. Everybody from Kiss to Paul Simon to Childish Gambino, all these guys have said this is it and then they come back. Can we believe you that this is your last performance?
You know what? You gotta believe me. Like, I'm going to coaching basketball. I'm the president of basketball operations at the University of New Orleans, and that's a tough position right now with everything that's going on at the University of New Orleans, and just having the whole city rattle behind what I'm doing and come together. This is about the culture. This is about education. This is bigger than basketball. My coach saved my life and helped me change my life, and that's what I want to do for these kids. I want to do the same thing for them. I want to show them that all this stuff, you can't take it with you. It's only temporary. Houses, cars, jewelry, everything. But I feel like this is my most important job, to be a servant and to be able to help the next generation and educate the next generation. So this is something I have to do. This brings me a lot of joy, knowing that I'm helping kids that's gonna further their education, not just play basketball. Everybody not gonna make it to the NBA.
Right.
I have kids from 6 different countries that I brought to New Orleans to represent us.
To play for the Privateers.
Yes, to play for the Privateers.
Wow.
This is not the same team that you've seen in the past. We're gonna fill this arena up with basketball fans. And I'm encouraging the community to be involved with this, because now we'll be able to find kids in high school in this community that's gonna be the next players, future players at this program. We got a great coach, Stacey Holloway, which I don't think that he got his fair share last year with the type of team, but this guy really know what he's doing. And I feel like us together, we're gonna change the game. I'm not saying that we're gonna win the championship.
Okay.
Right? I'm not saying
not making that prediction.
No. We only won 4 games last year. We're gonna win more than that. We're gonna stay humble. We're gonna let God lead us on this journey. our coach has already been nicknamed Moses, so he got to get us to the promised land.
Coach Moses. I like it. Coach Moses. Coach Moses and Coach P, you're going to get the job done. Huh?
Yes.
Well, so president of basketball operations, what exactly does that mean? I mean, because you are doing some coaching as well,
Yes.
right? I mean, but what does it mean?
I'm doing coaching, but I'm also taking care of business. We got NIL deals now. We also, when you look at our university, I mean, we need a lot of structure. We had to fix up the place. We need a lot of things done business-wise and construction-wise. I mean, I know you've been to the arena. I mean, it hasn't been
updated
in over 15 or 20 years, let's be honest, right? Me coming in now and being able to help at that situation, saying, look, let's make sure this generation of kids have a first-class experience. This is D1 basketball. This is a D1 school. I mean, our baseball team was one of the best in the country this year.
Yeah.
And now I'm asking the media to promote this. Like, we didn't even promote the baseball team. They beat LSU.
Right.
Think about it. That's a big thing. LSU is one of the best baseball teams in the country. So look at the type of talent. We are finding diamonds in the roughs. And that's what I'm bringing over here to the university. We're going out finding these players that are diamonds in the rough. Some people overlook. If you look at all the top players in the NBA, if you look at SGA, he got cut off his high school team. He was probably ranked 100 and something. So all this ranking stuff don't mean nothing.
Right.
It's about finding good players that's gonna work hard, that got great attitudes. I tell people all the time, pressure do two things. It busts pipes and it create diamonds.
Pressure does two things. It busts pipes, which people in New Orleans can identify with, and it creates diamonds.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it. So yeah, it's how you
That's how
apply that pressure, use it, and respond to it. Yeah.
Yes, because it's all about building good relationships and resources. Like I said, this is the first time we ever had a player come from Greece. And we got 2 players that our team is in now, just been in practice and working out with the team, right? And we're gonna have a great summer. But we also have 2 players that's playing in the Olympics. One in Serbia and one in Greece, playing for their country. Wow. And then they'll be here. And we have a 7'4" center.
7'4", 7 feet 4 inches.
Yes.
My goodness. Okay.
We have a 6'10", 6'9". I mean, we're gonna be big this year.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take a lot of hard work. I mean, we're still young. They call us the new kids on the block when you talk about college basketball. So hopefully we get it together and we be able to invite a lot of these big media outlets like ESPN and all these big companies to cover this. Even in New Orleans, all the local news and media to seriously cover us this year. Well, Deion Sanders did it in football. I'm gonna do it in basketball, but I'm gonna let God take me on the journey. I'm not gonna say, hey, we're gonna win it all this year. No, what I'm saying, what I'm predicting, we're gonna be better than we was last year. And the culture will be in the building, the New Orleans culture, the environment. You're gonna see some of the best basketball that we done had in a long time.
Well, all right, I look forward to seeing that. If you're just tuning in, my guest today is Percy Master P. Miller, who is also the president of basketball operations at the University of New Orleans. And you mentioned Deion Sanders.
Yes.
So that's, in a way, one of your role models for what you want to do as sort of a coach and a leader of an athletic team.
Deion Sanders opened so many doors, and he's like what I'm doing now. It's not just coaching, it's almost being a father to these kids, to these young men, right? Because we call it family over everything. After basketball is over, we're gonna make sure that they go off into the real world and be successful at life. And it starts with education. So I definitely love what Deion Sanders did in football. If I could do half of that, my job is complete in basketball. So yeah, I definitely look up to Deion Sanders. And I love that he believed in God, the same way I believe in God, because these opportunities don't come from somebody that come from hip hop. And even though I had a lot of basketball, I played in the NBA, played college basketball, was one of the top high school basketball players here in the city. But once you stereotype with hip hop, you normally can't transform. And that's why I feel like I had to kind of give up the music stuff moving forward.
You're saying because once you get pigeonholed
Yes.
as a rap guy, as a hip hop guy,
Yeah.
it's hard to be taken seriously in other
Yes.
pursuits.
It's sad, but that's just the way it is.
So by stepping away from your performing life,
Yeah.
you feel like that'll inspire people to take you more seriously in
Well,
some
I
of these
mean,
other endeavors.
I don't really care what other people think. I've always been an entrepreneur and a businessman.
Mhm.
So for me, I know what I expect from myself.
Mhm.
And that's the most important thing. Like, I'm not worried about what other people see me, because nobody's perfect in this world. My thing is to make sure these kids get a real education, a college degree, and be able to put more students into UNO. I want to make sure now, not just kids come in for basketball and sports, but they know that they can get a real education. We got a great athletic director at the school, and everybody's just coming in. Like I said, we all one big family now. So I'm looking at also putting seats, putting
the bodies in the seats,
bodies into
filling
the
that arena.
seats,
Yeah.
filling that lakefront arena, making sure our people come to community. And so me and a lot of the players, I'm encouraging them that we're going in the community. We're helping fix up the community. We're going to hospitals, we're going to schools. We're gonna be recruiting kids locally and visiting these schools and finding out, connecting. Because think about it, there's a lot of high schools. Back when I was coming up in high school, we used to go to UNO all the time.
To see the games?
To see the games,
Yeah.
but also just to do like fairs on campus, visit the school, see what opportunities they have at the school. So we got to get back to that. I'll be on school campus starting there first with a bullhorn. Get to the games, come support us.
Right.
We are the community school, because we are. Think about it, it's the city of New Orleans.
So, it's University of New Orleans.
This is the biggest university that we could have that represent our city. And it's probably in the best location ever, lakefront.
Yeah.
One of the nicest parts of New Orleans. And so kids all across the world want to be here. I mean, I have kids come from Sudan, from Africa, Europe. I mean, they're coming from all over because they love what they see.
Well, you mentioned earlier you've got a Greek and a Serbian on the
Yes.
team. Greeks and Serbs can play basketball.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good sign.
Yes.
That's a good sign right
And
there.
they big,
And they're big.
like
exactly.
6'9", 6'10".
Yeah, that's what you want. Get you some Greeks, get you some Serbs on the team.
Yeah, we need some shooters.
You need some shooters. Huh?
Yes, we need some shooters. You can't go wrong with shooters.
You got plenty of rebounders, it sounds like.
Yes, we got plenty of rebounders. I mean, we got some of the top point guards in the country.
Okay.
And we feel good. We feel good that we just got to gel together. This is the hard time for us this summer. Just working hard, because hard work pays off.
That's right. So I'll ask you another basketball-related question.
Yes.
Can your son Romeo take you one-on-one?
Oh, right now he could.
Yeah.
Because I'm coaching. I'm not in that part right now. But me being in the gym with these kids, you know, I got 2 kids playing now. So one at Houston, they went to the national championship, Mercy. And then my other son was going to be good. We got another great point guard, Hersey, is coming to join the team.
At UNO?
Yeah.
So you're going to be coaching your son there?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, as a father, that's a certain milestone when you realize your son can outperform you physically on the court.
Yeah. But I'm going to do what I got to do. I just got to file it. You know, that's how we do it in New Orleans. It's like we are competitive. That's what I love about this team. I mean, we fight in practice. It's like being at a football game.
Yeah.
And it's the toughness, it's the mental toughness. We got so many great coaches. Coach Sylvia, I mean, he's a little guy, but he's feisty. He's probably the toughest guy
on the whole team.
Yeah, but what Coach Stacy bring to the team as a head coach, he balanced everybody out. So this gonna be a good season. And think about it, I'm talking about bringing the New Orleans culture. We're gonna have one of the best bands this year.
Okay, all right, to play at the games you're talking about? Okay, all right.
We're gonna bring a lot of talent, artists come represent for us from all over the world. So our thing is to make sure this is bigger than a basketball game. This is gonna probably be like going to a professional game because it's gonna have a lot of entertainment.
Well, and that's what the Pelicans have done. I mean, they have really good bands at halftime, and they make it an event.
I love what the Pelicans done, and that's what we're gonna mimic. To be able to mimic that, we got the spotlight room where a lot of the donors and shout out to the donors because they are stepping up.
Yeah.
Everybody are stepping up in the city to make sure that we have a great team this year, and the team have what they need. So we need that, the community coming together. I want to shout out Second Harvest because they cook our meals.
For the team?
Yeah, for the team.
Okay.
I mean, these guys, I know they step up for all the hurricane victims. They step up for all the people in the community. But to make us breakfast and to make us lunch every day is a blessing because, a lot of these kids, we got to put weight on them. We got Second Harvest.
They got the food.
They got the food. Thank you.
All right, if you're just tuning in right now, my guest today is Percy Master P. Miller, also known as Coach P over on the UNO campus. So just getting back to entertainment for a second, will you miss performing at all after you finally, is that something that you still enjoy?
I think I'm going to miss it because this is what paved the way for me. But I also know that you can't be afraid to grow up and get better and do the right thing. And so that's the level I'm on. I feel like God put me here not only just to entertain, but to be a part of what I'm doing now. So I feel good about it. I feel like I've been coaching even as an entertainer. When I look at Snoop Dogg and look at Mia X and Mr. Servon and Silk and C and Mystical and Fiend and Mac and Crazy, Mercedes, have a lot of talent that came through here.
All those guys were on No Limit at one point or other.
All of them. And just thinking that, look at their lives blossoming. When I look at Snoop right now, it's just a phenomenal. And so even owning a company, it's bigger than that because my thing is creating other millionaires, and that's what I was able to do.
That's right.
And watching them blossom now, and Snoop taking over the whole entertainment game now.
Oh man, I mean Snoop is, Snoop and Martha Stewart running around. It's crazy.
Yes.
Well, yeah, you're right. You created a lot of millionaires. You created a lot of wealth. And it's funny, the last couple of years, you've performed at the Smoothie King Center around your birthday.
Yes.
And you had told me that prior to that show, you'd never really had prior to that first birthday show, you never really had a birthday party growing up. So now you're not going to be able to have a birthday party if you're not performing anymore.
Well, you know what? I could host it.
Okay. So you might host a show.
I might. It all depends what time it is. So I could host it. I won't have to perform now. I could bring a lot of talent. Because think about my birthday party is bigger than just a celebration for me. It's all about mental health, mental illness, and bringing awareness to that and bringing so many great talent here. We had 50 Cent this year, and it's just so many talented artists want to be a part of that giving back, because when you look at mental health, right, it's a lot of people dealing with this, self-medicating. We're losing a lot of lives. A lot of people are incarcerated. I talk about this, Mystical. I talked to Mystical. I'm like, Mystical fought in a war, came back home. He never had a counseling. He never talked to anybody. He was dealing with a lot of, mental illness and never got a chance to tackle it to see, do I need medicine? Do I need counseling? And then now you're locked up and you still don't know if they're getting that type of help while they're incarcerated.
Right.
My brother fought in the war and never, Corey Miller, he's never dealt with that. I look at the police that we have in the community now that's doing the jobs, who really deal with their mental. We got doctors, we got lawyers, we got just ordinary kids. The teachers. Some people hide it and are afraid, and I'm like, that's what this concert is all about. Being able to, the foundation, You Are Not Alone, to be able to make sure that we give back, and how can we save these people, even veterans, I mean, which is so important for me, right? My grandfather fought in the war, and when he came home, nobody never took care of him. He just had to go back out there. You know that these guys had to fight. They watched people die. They've been through trauma.
Right.
And so my thing is, keep helping these, especially the young people and the elderly. So at Gus Home, I deal with a lot of the elderly over there, and they dealing with this mental health stuff, but you know, they don't even have family members coming to visit them.
Yeah.
So and they just left alone. So I'm like, man, this concert has been about that these last 4 years, and I have to figure out how to keep that going.
Keep the momentum going, right? Even if you're not performing yourself.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
We've just got about 5 minutes left here. I want to touch on one of the other things you've been involved with, the NOLA Walk of Fame.
Yes.
That's the modeled after the Hollywood Walk of Fame,
yes.
putting the fleur-de-lis shaped plaques in the sidewalk, excuse me, at the foot of Canal Street.
Yes.
I think it's a good idea. I think maybe, and you'll probably agree with me here, the initial rollout maybe didn't go quite as well as you had hoped. I mean, there was some confusion.
I think it did.
Well,
you know why I think it did? Nobody has never done this. So everybody want their person on that ground on Canal Street. And so it had to start from somewhere. This should have been done 50 years ago. We have so much great talent and trailblazers from this city. I had to say, let me grab 50. I'm putting the money up for this. I'm gonna do this way, and then we'll put that system in place. And then we have so many other people. I mean, we got a long blocks of Canal Street, so we're gonna get to the people. And I just think that everybody want their people down there now. They don't realize the process that it's gonna take. But I'm just glad God put me in a position to be a businessman where I was able to make this happen, because I want to celebrate this culture of people that really don't get recognized.
Well, and I think one of the things that threw some people off is that some of the names on that first list, it was hard to see the connection to New Orleans, other than the fact that they were born here. You know, Reese Witherspoon, born as a baby, went away. DJ Khaled, Clyde Drexler, Bryant Gumbel, all these guys, folks were born here, but then really didn't have anything to do with the city. So I think people were confused, like, why are they on the initial list?
But I want them to know that these people represent us. I want these people who are going to inspire these kids to be able to go be great. So it's not like just, oh, well, what they doing for the city, where they at. No, these people come from here. These people was born here. And that's the thing, we have to show that too, because these people are doing stuff on a national level that will open these doors to bring more eyeballs to our city, to Canal Street, bring more tourists down. I mean, people walking up the street of Canal Street now, proud, happy, and looking at it. And we're still not finished. We still land them on the ground. So it's a blessing, but somebody has to have thick skin to make this happen, and it's me. So.
Well, now you also put yourself on the first list, right? I mean,
well, you know what? I came in way after a lot of people. I put a lot of people down there, and people was like, I really wasn't gonna put myself down at all. People was like, no, P, you gotta be down there. You gotta be on there. And I was like, okay.
Well, again, though, I mean, from a PR standpoint, you know, that could have been, you know, some people are like, oh my gosh, he's just putting himself on there and putting Mayor Cantrell on the first list. And
well,
some people
I want people to know that the people that you see on there, they done stuff. So when you look at the mayor, these are not the main people on there, but just being an African-American woman and the first woman mayor, right? That's just like Drew Brees. He's not from here, but all the stuff he did for the city. So I know a lot of this stuff is touchy, right?
Yes.
A lot of this stuff is touchy, and you're not gonna win no way. But somebody got to do the right thing for the city. You see what my shirt said? This for the city. Everything I do, I'm doing it for the city. I love my people. I love my culture. I got to represent. I had to go all the way to California to make it to represent this city.
That's right. You started No Limit in California, in Richmond, and came back here.
Yes.
Right.
So I want people to know that when I'm thinking in my mind, it's how to advance this city. And I don't want people to think that I don't take this lightly, because I love this place and I want to represent it the right way. But some things you're not going to agree with everything, but that comes with being a boss. Like, I think that's what comes with being an entrepreneur, where I could take my money and do what I want to do. But this is about, I mean, look at the people that's on there. Even the mayors that the Morels that, I mean, these guys contributed.
Yeah.
Both the son and the father, like
Morial, yes, right.
Yes,
right,
you can't
Dutch
say
and
that
Mark,
about John George. I mean, look what John George done for this community. He put up a whole football field saying, oh, he don't talk about it, but the people don't see this guy is constantly giving back.
John George is who owns the Times-Picayune and WLAE-TV and a bunch of things. Yeah, right.
A humble man that don't care about the media or none of this stuff.
Well, he owns the media.
Well, you know what? And that's, guess what though? But look at the things that he's been doing in the community for the culture.
Right.
They should have been done this a long time. I mean, I love that he actually give back and don't care about, getting the publicity for it. So those are things I love. And I mean, you got to put Louis Armstrong. I mean, this is the culture. Without Louis Armstrong, you have none of us.
That's right.
Right? And then Lil Wayne, which he got snubbed from performing at the Super Bowl, but we was able to actually put this out on him and give him one of the first and Ty Graves. I mean, the man, restaurants is everywhere, all over the world.
Raising Cane's, right.
Raising Cane's, right. And he's from here.
From Louisiana,
so, yes, and think about it. I mean, all the other people from Trombone Shorty to Mia X, I mean, it's a good mixed culture of people.
Yep.
And it's just gonna get, I mean, Al Copeland
deserves to be there. Yeah.
He deserves to be there. And there's so many others that deserve to be there, but I will get them there. But I had to jumpstart this because we would have never, we got too many good people here. Too many talented people that is from this city that everybody is gonna say that person should be on there.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you for coming on and talking about all this.
Yes.
All right. Once again, this has been Percy, Master P. Miller. I'm Keith Spera. I'll see you next time on Let's Talk.